So I want to welcome each and every one of us this morning in our meeting today. My name is David Bundi Mukila, and I'll be your MC today to welcome our main speaker who is coming to share with us. So this is a meeting that happens every Thursday from 7 a.m. and we invite people to come and learn about health, to come and get information on how we can be able to help ourselves to remain healthy and to stop the lifestyle diseases that are really affecting so many people. So I want to take this opportunity and I want to request those who are not muted to mute themselves so that we can give our speaker ample time to share with us. So our speaker for today is a lady I respect so much. She has been sharing her story. If I don't know if you can be able to see my screen, she has been sharing her story in so many forums. Last Wednesday on 29th, she was invited to share at Citizen, the big conversation on cancer. And due to public demand, people requested her because she's one of us. People requested that she could come and share with us the information. And that is why we requested her to come so that we can record her, so that we can keep on sharing our story. On Monday, I was also invited as a speaker at an ICC International Congress Conference. I invited her, and so many people from our church were really touched by our story. I can see some of them in the meeting today. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome none other than Nana Kilemi to come and share with us. Welcome, Nana.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Go on.
You can hear me clearly, all of you?
Yes.
Okay, now, thank you so much for having me this morning. My name is Nana Kilemi. I'm a breast cancer champion. I just got out of treatment 4 months ago. I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, August on 1st. And I was treated here in Nairobi at Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital for 1 year. And I was declared cancer-free on 3rd of August this year. So it exactly took 1 year for the entire treatment, which was really hectic, but I thank God that He got me out of that and gave me a torch and to come and light the candles of the others, and also made me a general to come and save so many other troop members. You know, in generals don't rest until the other troop members are safe. So generally, that is what I'm doing. And it is because God has helped me, not because of myself. I am also a founder of an organization called Needy Cancer Health Initiative, whereby it is an NGO which was born out of pain. When I see how the people who are not from very well-off families or who don't have good support systems and have been struck by this monster are suffering. So 4 months ago, we started this organization with my friends to assist these people to pay for them NHIF and give them food. And even Dave is part of us. We only contribute a minimum of 1,000 baht per month. And in 4 months, we've been able to pay for 64 patients, a maximum of 12,000 per 2 years for each patient. And we also have a food program where we give them food. And I really hope that you guys will also be part and parcel of this really noble initiative. So back to the teaching. Today, I'm going to concentrate on the human DNA, because that is where the real problem is. Our bodies are made, our DNA is us. And our DNA are our body cells. So whenever your cells are attacked, or whenever your cells get sick, that is why all of us get sick. It doesn't matter which disease, but the problems comes when our cells get sick. So a human DNA is as long as from moon to the earth and back. So you can imagine how long that DNA is. It has over 30 million, 30 billion, 30,000 billion cells. But the only cells that work are around 40,000 or so out of 30,000 billion. So then, guys, this brings me back to the diet. Why every day what you eat is extremely important. And I'm going to concentrate more on our eating habit, because this is where the biggest problem is. Actually, I can sure tell you that cancer is a disease which is really associated with lifestyle, stress, and of course, those other risk factors. Actually, before even I go there, let me tell you the cancer risk factors. Number one, the risk factor is diet, poor diet. Number two is lack of exercise, because our bodies don't need a lot of energy. I'll come to that. Number three is alcohol. Number four is smoking. Number five, for women with cervical cancer. And because this is brought about by men, so then it is because of multiple sexual partners. Number six is hormonal contraceptives for women, lack of breastfeeding, and a lot of stress in your body, which makes your body acidic. Hence, any disease can thrive in that kind of a body. So what happens in our body daily, every second, even now when we are working, when we are talking here, what is happening in our bodies, or to our cells, to our body cells, which is our body? Three things happen at any given point, which is insertion, deletion, and mismatch of our cells. When you eat, or the three types of, what do I say? The kind of foods, or almost, or I don't know what I can tell them, because there are four types, and they come from proteins, because protein is a main thing for our body. So the ATGC, so at any given point, your body is either absorbing, A is the androgen, T is the thiamine, G is the guaranine, and C is cytosine. So at any given point, your body cell, every second, your body is either inserting, deletion, or mismatching the ATGC. So what happens when you feed your body with a bad food? When does the mismatch come? When you feed your body with bad food, your body cells takes instead of now taking ATGC, your body absorbs AAA, TTT, GGG, CCC. Where does this come from? It comes from sugars, a lot of glucose, a lot of energy in our body. It all boils back to sugar. And where does sugar come from? It is a processed sugar. It is a fine carbohydrates. Fine carbohydrates includes the rices, the ugalis, the refined ugali meals, the pastas, the wheat products, the milk that you are taking, because if you are 5 years and above, milk has no help to your body. Actually, it does more harm than you can ever think, because lactose is not meant for human consumption. Lactose is not breakable. Our bodies are not meant to break lactose. Lactose is meant for animals. Then we have the oils that you are using every day, and the processed food, the sausages, the bacons, the hams, all these things. So this is what is happening in our DNA, and this is how we are created. So there's nothing we can do. So what happens then when your body is being fed by all this trash? Then we have the mismatch. You see, so when we have the mismatch, what happens? We start developing tumors. The cells start developing tumors. And what are tumors? Tumors, most of them are cancerous. Why? Because you have given these cells a very good environment for them to thrive and to keep on growing. It doesn't matter if you are oppressors, which I'll teach you shortly. Your tumor oppressors are active or not. As much as you are eating too much sugar, as much as you're not exercising, as much as you're not managing your stress level so your body is acidic, you are giving your the cells or the tumor cells, the tumors, you give them a lot of energy to thrive. Why? Because all the sugars that we eat are stored in our hormones. Please note, guys, that all the sugars that we eat are stored in our hormones. That is why statistics shows that 90% of the cancers are hormonal and 10% are generic. What does that tell you? That cancer is more of a lifestyle disease. So back to the body DNA. Once your body is being fed at with ATTT GCCC, a message is sent to your RNA, or a wrong message is translated to the body cells, and the wrong thing, which is now the ATTAATTT once this happens, then you start developing the tumors. I think I've told you that. And of course, due to this, there are other so many things which triggers this mismatch in our body cells. And the biggest trigger of this mismatch is the diet. And even if our bodies are created in such a way to know something is not right, to just flash it out, sometimes our body are not able to do that, because what is happening now is that you are completely messing up with the entire system. And also this now, sometimes some of us are born with these compressors, we are not born with them. Others, we are born with them, but they are mutilated by so many factors, because every day we are waking up to mess our bodies. So these oppressors, we have a very common one called TP53, which is the major one. There are millions of them, but the TP53 compressor, suppressor of tumor, and BRCA1 and BRCA2 for to compress or to suppress the breast cancer hormones. These are BRCA1 and BRCA2. TP53 is for everything. So as you eat, you are also mutilating, or you are making them less effective, and there are others who are born without. So that is why you see some people have really aggressive cancers, because now the oncogenes or the onco cells which are in our bodies, they have nothing to suppress it. But then, guys, I want you to understand that all of us have the cancer cells, and all of us, at one point of our lives, those cells start to misbehave. But because of these suppressors, the cancers just die naturally. So it could be even you have been affected by this monster, but because of your good eating habits, come aggressive sugars. As Africans, we have extremely good bodies. We don't need a lot of energy. We are living in the tropics. The energy stored in our body is harmful. The whites or the Muzungus are the ones who needs a lot of energies, because they live in extreme weathers. So their body need a lot of energy to fight these weathers. For us, we don't need a lot of energy. Every day I'm telling you, can we minimize our intake of starch? Eat as little starch as possible. Eat more of which comes in form of cereals, the jahes, the degus, the beans. Eat a lot of vegetables. Vegetables are extremely key. And eat just enough portions of fruits. Drink a lot of water. Manage your stress levels. Surround yourself with positive environment. And let me tell you guys, before I got sick, I was really thinking that if I don't wake up every day to go to work, I will die of poverty. My children will never go to school. Of course, being a single patient, but parent. But the day I got sick, for the last almost 1.5 years, I've never worked. And I can tell you, even I had a better life than when I was compared to the day I was working day in, day out. My point is, when God has not given end, hata ukiimba ushuke, hata ukishinda kujistress, there's nothing which is going to happen. So then that takes back us to the Bible that seek first my kingdom and the others will fall in place. Living one day at a time. I think it has come a time that God is really pushing us to follow his word of living one day at a time. And if he can feed the ravens, then you have to believe he can also feed you and is in the business of uplifting you each and every day. So with worrying your body, stressing, and there's nothing you can really do, then we are doing ourselves a lot of harm. So I've told you why genetic cancers are so aggressive. People are born with these conditions, or the mismatch of our cells, or inheritance from our parents. So you have to be very careful because we don't even have an answer for the African genome. Nobody understands the African cell state. So we don't know what is eating what. We don't have even medicine for the cancer cells in our African bodies. We are still using the medication for the white people, and our bodies are completely different. That is why we are having so many deaths in Africa as compared to the Europe or abroad. That is why you really have to take care of your diet. You have to invest in your health. Okay, let's say the biggest problem we have right now is the lack of know-how. So, like, you need to know that you don't require a lot of energy in your body. You need to know that you need to burn those calories. You need to exercise. Exercise, Mumo and kina Dave, sije ya kutoka room kupanda GPO, kushinda kutembea, hiyo si exercise enough. Exercise ni ile unaenda gym, you sweat, you go for those dances, you lift those chumas, like something which will make you sweat. That is the exercise I'm talking, so that you don't have a lot of energy stored in your body, which is harming you. Now, what happens if you don't have these hormone suppress or the cancer suppressors or the tumor suppressors, the TP53, the BRCA1, BRCA3, BRCA2, the oncogenes? This was now it is like oncogenes. These are the cancerous cells ni kama ziko na sherehe kwa mwili yako, so they keep on growing and growing and growing and growing. And what happens? You die. Cancer cells are they are bully. They are bully sort of. When kama tukiwa high school, let me give you a layman language example. When the bullies in high school, so unaona venye walikuwa na bully all the students, so everyone knows the bully in the school. This is how cancer cells are in our bodies. Every good cells know this cancer cell, because if they come to your prostate, they bully all the good cells. Zinazikula zikiwa intimidate so that they can keep on growing. So they bully everything. Ni kama kimbuli kifulani hapo, very strong. So they keep on eating up and growing until it kills you. So the oncogenes ni kama ziko na sherehe because hazina suppressors na sasa wewe unaendelea pia kuziongezea sherehe na kuzifeed with the bad things. So it is a huge problem because now your body will be overthrown automatically. And then this leads to death. That is why most of the good oncologists, I'm saying good oncologists because there are some who will never tell you, or the good doctors, once you get these diseases, the first thing they tell you is you have to stop on sugar. And not minimizing, guys, is stopping. You have to stop on wheat products. You have to stop on milk. You have to stop on these fine carbohydrates and find alternatives like domango, ashika, cassava, burnt pumpkins, green bananas. You have to stop on oils. Then, because when cancer cells they are not fed. Unjua cancer cells ni kama wewe. Kila asubuhi inaamka kukula na ina pupu na ina susu. And where does all that waste go? In your body. Because this is a living thing. It needs food. It has an excretion system. And all this excretion system is again now coming to your body to mess you. That is why cancer is a very, very bad disease. It completely messes you. Ikikula sukari kwa mwili yako ikiisha, inaanza kukula bones. That is why you see cancer patients mostly lose a lot of weight. Like me, I lost 30 kgs in 9 months actually. 30 kgs. And you see most of them, like now me, I can't jump even a small place because my bones are so brittle. You know what they do? Zikikula sukari ikiisha zinaanza kukula bones. And now also the medication I'm in, they make my bones very brittle. So I have to take calcium throughout. You don't want to be in this situation, guys. You don't want to. So you have to really eat well. You have to exercise. You have to manage your stress levels. It doesn't matter if your body have suppressors or not. You have to stop that sugar thing. And I'm telling you this, you have to invest in supplements, the food supplements. That is a must. Let me tell you, it is coming to yesterday I was discussing with Dave. I was because when we did a presentation, someone was not really happy. They are saying, oh, you know, too much of intake of supplements bring problem to the liver, nini. But that happens when you are taking the supplements wrongly. If you have this supplements from Neolife, from BF Suma, from Egisera, from Forever Living, and you are taking all of them at a time, of course, that will give you a problem. You have to stand at one product, at one brand. If it is Neolife, it is Neolife. If it is Egisera, it is Egisera. If it is Forever Living, it is Forever Living. Let me tell you, during my treatment session, they made my body so strong. And at one point, my oncologist said, you can't take supplements and medicine. And my body was so weak, I almost lost it. And my sister was like, what is it that you are missing? I said, it is a supplement. And we had to go back to supplements. And my body came back to normal because me, when I used to go to hospital, Dave can tell you because he saw me throughout the treatment session. And even the nurses would ask, Nana, where is your patient? And I'm like, come on, guys, I'm the patient. And they're like, you are lying. Until they get me in the ward doing the chemo drips, then they would like, gosh, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just taking care of my diet, taking a bit of herbs here and there, miti shamba, and a bit of food supplements. But most of the doctors they don't like this. They don't like, even nutritionists don't like this. Because, unfortunately, we are all in business. So, kwani Nana akipona nani atashindanga pale KU? You guys, you understand? So, but we have to tell you the truth. Me personally, I vowed that I'm going to tell everyone the truth. Invest in yourself, guys. Mwili ni yako. This is the only place that you live in. You have nowhere else you are living in. You are living in your body. And remember, metabolism is different in different bodies. In some bodies, metabolism is really fast. In some bodies, metabolism is really slow. And then this accommodates a lot of sugars in our bodies. When your metabolism is really slow, sugar itakuwa stored in your body. So, and you don't even know if your metabolism is fast or slow. So again, that brings us back to the diet. So you can clearly see, because all of you are grown-ups and you have sharp minds which are functioning, we cannot see this thing is only rotating around diet. It is only rotating around diet. You see, let me give you a very good and another example. People eat too much junk food are always extremely in urge of having sex. Their bodies are very horny. Why? You have too much energy, which has nowhere to be utilized. So where does it go? To the hormone, which is to the organ of the body, which is most vulnerable, our sexual body parts. So you have that urge, but if you eat well, you are exercising, your mind is sound, you are managing your stress levels, you are drinking enough water, you are taking us up, and trust you me, guys, you will really think about. I'm not saying intercourse is bad, it is really good, but there are those people who are extremely, extremely thinking about all this, and we have all of them in our society. So this is really, really, really important for us to take care of our diet. It is in black and white. It is simple, extremely simple, people. You don't have to kill yourself. Stop giving your body too much food. You don't need too much food. And you need to go for screening. Unfortunately, we only have 3.9% of you men going for prostate screening, which is really bad. I need you to go for screening. Currently, the hospitals are taking just a sample of blood or ultrasound, and the sample of blood is only 1,000 bob. You have your results for prostate cancer. So how do you prevent all these problems? Just maintain a healthy weight. Obesity is a big problem. You have to exercise regularly. Don't smoke. Eat a health diet. Don't smoke. Alcohol is a scam. Zero is best. No limits. Alcohol has no, like it is 2 or not. It is zero. Alcohol is a scam. Protect yourself from sexually transmitted diseases and infections, and get screenings often. Every year, make sure you go for medical screening. And of course, for men, you need to have enough sex because it really helps with the prostate. Yeah. And what are the other cause risk factors of prostate? There's of course the family history, of course increasing age, inherited genes, and personal histories of PSAs. Of course, there's also additional exposure. Of course, there's no, those other ones are for women. And what are some of prostate symptoms? Of course, this one I've spoken over and over. If you have a problem with your urination, if you have you are experiencing pain when urinating, when you have if your loins are always in pain, frequent urination, very frequent urination, and of course other factors. There are so many other factors. Please have your things put in place. And also pee, guys. Men, you need to pee regularly. You need to go to the toilet regularly, even if you're not feeling like peeing. Pitia tu kwa choo usikie kama unaweza pee, especially at night. And if you have 55 years and above, I encourage men, see, after though it is your home, what you do is you have a small bucket in your bedroom. You don't have to wake up at night and go to the toilet and don't do this thing. You can have a small bucket. If you want to pee, just help yourself there next to you and bed. Cover it. Wipe yourself, cover it. Then in the morning you clean your mess. Like the morning, clean your mess. And then, life goes on. I mean, it is your life. It is not anybody else's life. So yeah, I think we're done. And now I want to welcome questions because I know questions are really important. Questions. Me and Dave will do this in association. So asante sana. I hope nimewasaidia. I hope you've learned. And thank you so much. Thank
you so much, Nana. I want to, if there's anyone with a question, they can raise their hands so that I can unmute them. Anyone with a question? Gideon, you can be able to unmute.
Well, in fact, today I've learned a lot concerning my life. Nana, thank you so much, because we have been doing things unknowingly. And there are simple things like this sugar. Sugar, as you've said, sugar looks like it's very dangerous. And I think the way you put it, it means that when we take sugar, we are feeding the cancer cells, isn't it? So I will urge also my friends, if possible, we stop sugar. I didn't know also taking much because I like milk. I didn't know that taking milk is also dangerous for grown-ups. I could take, I think I'll be taking now tea without milk now because it looks like it's of no use. So thank you so much, Nana. I've learned a lot.
Thank you, Gideon. Nana, you can respond on that. And also there's a message, there's a chat from Eric. He is asking, apart from calcium, what other mineral and vitamin should we take regularly? Nana, you can respond to that.
Okay, on that, let me answer Gideon. Yes, there are other alternatives for sugar. You can do porridge. Porridge is very good, especially porridge mixed on the wimbi mix with millet. It is really good. Ile mega tata. It is very good. Actually, there's a research going on for that porridge because that porridge kills cancer cells very fast. You can take black cocoa. You can take coffee is a very good antioxidant, but please don't be an addict. You can take black Milo, you can take black chocolate. There's so many alternatives. And other people will ask, now, Nana, you are telling us not to eat rice, not to eat ugali. But you can as well eat all ugali, ile ya kisiagi. We have doma, we have guashi, we have green bananas, we have cassava, which is really good for men. We have pumpkins. We have so many other alternatives. Like, it is not a must for you to eat all these things. We have alternatives. If only we open our minds and we think broadly, then we have all these alternatives. Then for the supplements, what you can take regularly, you can reach out to Dave. He's very good at this. There are so many companies out here. My only advice is, if you are doing one company, do one company. Don't mix products, this and that and this and everything. Now, so wanaume, jiswesheni kukunywa miti shamba. Once in a while, especially if you have your own home, make sure umepanda rosemary leaves hapo. If you are taking, kwa food, chakula yako iwekwe rosemary, ginger, turmeric, and the garlics, aloe vera. Once in a while, kunywa hiyo maji ya aloe vera. Chemsha nini ya maembe. What is it? Leaves za maembe, leaves wa popo. Once in a while, you know what I mean? Buy these the flax seeds, the chia seeds, the simos, all these things. We have them and especially the simos. It is so cheap. And also it helps to boost your libidos. Like, talk to your wives well. Let them make for you these juices, the carrot juices, the green vegetables, the leeks, the the cabbage juice, or you can as well keep cabbage, and when it becomes sour, you heat it. Mix it with something else and eat it. It is so good. These things, I'm telling you, God gave us medicine for free. Sisi tu ndio hatutaki kukua committed. So food, medicine is everywhere in our food. And the Bible says, I have given you this plant for your medicine. So it is everywhere. So yeah, thank you.
Dorcas, what about this that you are saying about sexual helps men not to get the prostate cancer? How does it work?
Yes, of course, the studies show that it is a 60-40 truth argument. Yes, cancer research scientists and the doctors, although you need to know that science is different from medicine, and science is very, very close to the truth, that they say men who have frequent sex, especially at their old age, I mean, from 50 years and above, they're at a less risk of getting prostate cancer as compared to their counterparts who become extremely lazy with age. So yes, that is the argument I've had. I'll research more on that moment, get back. But that is what my colleagues and my friends who are cancer research scientists say. Yeah.
Anna, there's a question on, apart from calcium, what other mineral and vitamin should we take regularly?
Apart from calcium?
And what other minerals and vitamins should we take regularly?
You need to take something which is rich in fruits and vegetables. Make sure you have a supplement which is helping your body cells to open up so that it can be able to absorb and to detoxify your body. Actually, make sure you have a detoxifier to clean up the dirt in your body system. Make sure you have a supplement for fruits and vegetables. Make sure you have a supplement for your brain, and make sure you have a supplement for your bones. That is extremely important. You can start with the 4. For men, you can look for something for masculine, because if your body is detoxified, then even your metabolism rate becomes very high. You will go to the toilet well. You will not have bloated stomachs. You will not have constipations, because these are all things which are bringing us so much problems. So at any given point, make sure you have at least the 4, or you can choose the 2. But the most important that you must have every day of your life, guys, is an antioxidant, which helps to open or close or to clean your body cells. But that one, Dave, can also help us because he's really good at this.
Thank you, Dorcas. I have another question here. How is stress related to health challenges? Does stress increase the chances of these diseases? Stress.
Yes, I said number 1 is diet, number 2 is stress, then other factors follow. How is stress related to these lifestyle diseases? When you are stressed, your body produces an hormone called cortisol, and cortisol fights your immune system. So when your body doesn't have immune system, automatically what happens, guys? You get sick. Again, when you have too much stress, your body becomes acidic. And our bodies are supposed to be alkaline. So when your body is acidic, any kind of disease can drive hata homa itakuangusha. So that is why I'm saying you have to maintain your stress levels. What you can do. What you cannot do, leave it to God, because you are alive. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm telling you this with no fear of contradiction. You are not in charge of your life. Your life is in the hands of God. The only thing you're in charge of is that you can wake up in the morning, wear a shirt which is white, blue, black suit. That one, those are the decisions you make. But even to wake up, guys, to pee, to poo-poo, to swallow saliva. It is God who says, leo Dave ataswallow mate. Leo Dave nitamwalao aende kwa choo. Leo Dave nitamwalao aende pale nje, aende bathroom aoge. You know, like one day you can wake up, like me during my treatment, I lost my eyesight, I lost my hearing, I could not hear, I could not see, I could not stand, I could not sleep, I could not walk, I could not pee, I could not poop. I have experienced all these days, guys, all these things. And then let me tell you, it took the hand of God for my system to come back and work again. Tafadhali. Every day you are stressing yourself over that tender, over that boss, over that wife of yours, over those children who don't even give a damn anyway. I'm sorry. Because when you age, you are on your own. And especially men, if you age with no money, let me tell you, you are on your own. You have to take care of yourself. Every time you are stressing yourself over non-issues, wewe ukae ukijua, you are fighting your own immune system. I'm telling you the truth, guys. Cancer is a very personalized, custom-made disease. The pain you go through, yes, you might have a support system like me. I have a really good support system. But when it comes to that chemotherapy pain, that the therapy jargon, it is only you who will bear the pain. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm sorry to tell you, most of the people who get these diseases, their spouses ran away from both men and women. I have 1,001 cases because in my initiative, these patients are the ones I'm helping. Because this disease is so traumatizing. People cannot stand it. Even your caregivers, most of them give up. They cannot stand it. Please take care of yourself. And to men, take care of yourself more. Make sure you have some liquid cash for you. I'm not talking about property because unaweza kuva na property pale kama umeangalia shamba. Take care, have some liquid cash somewhere. Invest more on money markets rather than properties. And I'm telling you this because when I got sick, I had a piece of shamba I tried to sell. Up to today, haijaipata mtu wa kununua. Kama ni hiyo shamba nilikuwa nangoja, sasa ningekuwa nimekufa. Invest in money. And I think, Dave, now we need to do this next time or sometimes next year on why both of us, both men and women, need to have liquid cash as we age. Those caregivers who need money, those hospital trips, God forbid, that food I'm talking about is not cheap as well. Invest in this which will give you turn up your liquid cash. Most of the insurance companies have extremely good packages. Wanaita some packages which will give you very good returns in 2-3 years time as compared to this thing of property. But who is telling you? Nobody. As you invest in your body, invest in your akiba yozi. Na unajua wanaume si kama sisi, my dear friends. Mimi Nana naweza andukukia milionea pale ametengeneza pesa zake aniambia kuja unisaidie kuzeeka. Unaona venye mimi nimeangukia, lakini nyinyi men need money and good health. Sorry for stripping away, but I thought this is extremely important because kitu ingine inaua wanaume. When men get at 50, when you are not stable, you really get stressed up and most of them want to give up. So thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Dorcas and Nana. I have a last question for you that has been raised by Stesen Joki. She is asking, can cancer be transmitted?
The only virus for cancer which is transmitted is cervical cancer, which is transmitted through HPV virus. And HPV virus is carried by men, and it is only sexually transmitted. Unfortunately, this is the leading killer cancer in the world today. That shows how promiscuous people are and how careless people are with their life, because men get HPV virus from sleeping with different women. And then you take it home, and then your wife gets cervical cancer. So, yes, that is why I said among the risk factors is multiple sexual partners. And unfortunately, this is a disease only for women, which they get from men. Ile God was unfair to us hapo, tungeshikangwa sisi wote. I'm just joking. So please, yes, cervical cancer is sexually transmitted. That is why if you're married, you have to go for pap smear every 6 months. In most public hospitals, it is free. And in other hospitals, it's around 1,200 to 1,500 shillings. Every 6 months, go so that if it is detected early, you can be treated. Then you don't have to get to cancer. If you are detected early, because HPV virus can be detected early and can be treated before it turns out to be cancerous. So yes, please be careful. Stick to one sexual partner. There's nobody who has never been given a trophy because of sleeping around. Just have one sexual partner. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Nana, for sharing with us. I think the questions are over. The only one is on recorded part of this talk. Erica said that I will be sharing. I will share through the YouTube. The person who invited you is going to share the link. And also, maybe if you follow Nana Kilemi, because Nana is really an activist. She is sharing with the people every day of our life. She is waking up and giving us tips on how we can avoid this killer disease, cancer, because Nana has been through much. I saw her. I went and visited her, and I'm telling you, if it is not the support system from our family, if it is not that she trusted only on God, and because we are saying we can advise you, but it is God who heals. So I've seen Nana undergoing all these things, nywele ikatoka yote, so much, and I went and I thank God today. She's a voice of hope. She is selling her hope to every person she is meeting on the way. She has a group that the Need Cancer initiative, that she is supporting those people who have cancer, paying the NHF and ensuring that they are getting information on the diet part of it. And one thing that I will say is Nana is one of the #1 users of our New Life products. She'll use a 3NN, she'll use a carotenoid complex. She's talking about the antioxidants. We have the carotenoid complex that she has been using all through her journey, and she has used most of our products. And I really want to appreciate her for believing in our product. I will be calling her once again. She's part of us. We'll be calling her many times so that she can share with us. And thank you for joining us. We'll be sharing the link very in the course of the day. But if you have been invited by somebody, make sure that they are showing you how to become part of us so that you can be able to access the product that Nana insisted on. Otherwise,
I would one more thing.
yes, Nana.
One more thing, Dave.
Yes.
Yes. I'll also urge you guys, please, to follow us on social media pages. The organization name is Needy Cancer Health Initiative. Our website is www.needycancerhealthinitiative.org. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Instagram, and also my personal page on Facebook. That is where I do a lot of teaching, and Instagram, Nana Kilemi. And I'd also urge all of you, this is Christmas season. I have a big, huge number of cancer patients who are extremely poor and sick, people who are going through treatment and they don't have even food. Please, if you can be able to send us any small donation, however, hata ukisema nitanunulia wagonjwa wa Nana unga, we will really appreciate. If you go to our website, the pay bill is there. And also, I'll request you, I'll be sharing with Dave so that he can share with you an award that we have been recognized for. We have been nominated for Women in Business on humanitarian grounds. The voting ends tomorrow. Please, if you could vote for us, you help bring us that award home. And please follow us. Share that, like That following means the world to us. Help us get a lot of visibility to the world, because we need to get international donors who can help us to help our people. So yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you for that information. So for the members from our company, please make sure that you are connecting with these people. Some of the time they are calling me, and there are so many of them. So we need to be there for them, because these are the customers that we need. These are the people who need us. Bundi may not be able to reach all of them. Nana may not be able to reach all of them. So we are here to support them, to give them the information that they need. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Janet Kingoina, for the questions. And Nancy is saying, and great presentation on cancer. Thank you, Nancy Morioki. So please make sure that next Thursday, we are here logged in the same time from 7 a.m. God bless you. Have a blessed week. Thank you, Nana.